Hey, what's up, Canada? A little bit of a surprise. It's really late. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning where I'm at here right now. Hey, Wayner, what's up, Canada? Almost, right? Just going to give folks a second to pop in. This was really unplanned, but I was sitting here trying to catch up on a whole bunch of stuff and looking at what was coming this weekend. It's going to be a crazy busy weekend, so I thought I would come on and give people a bit of a heads up of where we're going to be, what we're doing, because it's just going to be easier that way. They've got me so restricted that I can't even post myself on What's Up Canada right now. So most of this stuff as it's flying to me is coming out on my personal timeline. But that said, I wanted to give you guys some stuff that for those that aren't going to be out protesting and rallying tomorrow, some stuff that you guys are going to want to know that I didn't want to wait to get out to you guys. So this weekend, I know it's going to be crazy, coast to coast. Hey, Betty, Tammy, Janet, Daryl, Brenda, Sylvia, Roberta, Carrie, awesome stuff, guys. They have really got us censored right now. They got us handcuffed on our YouTube channels. We're streaming this. I'm streaming this right now to Bards of Freedom as well on YouTube. We're trying to get stuff up on BitChute as well. But they're just making so much work that it's impossible for us to keep up. Hey, Buffalo. Beautiful. Thanks, Barry. So this weekend, tomorrow, is going to be a big day. I'm going to start through a couple of things we're going to be doing this weekend. Then I'm going to start with some share some links with you guys and do a little bit of talking about that, and then refresh where we're getting off when we get off the show as to what's going on. So tomorrow we will be down in Queen's Park in Toronto. There's a big rally there. I think they're calling it End the Lockdown, but that's a term we're not supposed to use that gets us censored. There's a whole bunch of words that are trigger words. That's one of them, but we're going to be down there to cover it, talking to people. We'll be going live from there as long as we can, as much as we can. There's a march planned for there tomorrow as well. It's going to be a beautiful day, so I'm expecting a massive turnout. Otherwise, unless people are all out at their cottages doing their May-long rituals, which things are opening up, so a lot of people are going to be trying to do that. For people that are at some major events protesting elsewhere in the country, we've got a Facebook page on now started and a YouTube channel called Film Your Truth. So if you're doing something, got something going on out there, send us a video, post it on there, and we will get it out for you as well, because we want to see people waking up and sharing it. Love is going to conquer this. Collectively, not succumbing to the fear and turning on ourselves is how we're going to ultimately beat this. Now, the sport hunters, because I don't want to use the words about what they use, that gets me in trouble, are really taking a lot of hits right now, but there's a lot of people that are standing up. There's a lot of corruption coming out in this, and this is where I'm going to start today on some of the things that I wanted to share with you guys. This just was brought to my attention just a wee little bit ago, and like everything else that Mr. Trudeau does, he is a wizard at knowing how to be sly and sneaky and just basically an all-around weasel. So today he has dropped on us all another amazing interactive opportunity for Canadians to come together and to keep us safe. Take a look at this, guys. I've shared a link in the description box as well. This is a petition created by the Liberal Party to put a ban on your sporting equipment, shall we say. And I don't mean race cars. So this is tax dollars being used against Canadians in, I believe, a most inappropriate way. So I encourage everybody that is standing for our rights and freedoms to let Mr. Trudeau know what you think of this. And I don't mean by signing the petition. I have some serious questions about this. How many times can you sign it? Who controls it? Is there going to be absolute transparency? I can guarantee you not. So, I mean, this could be blown completely out of proportions, and this is not a fair use of his dictatorship power and your money. So I encourage people to step on this, step on it, and end this. There's 3 links that I've added to this description for everybody's pleasure. And the other thing that's a part of this is this document. I think you all need to get familiar with this. The Path to Prosperity, Resetting Canada's Growth Trajectory. It's 10 pages, including a couple of fancy, pretty pages. I'm not going to read through this all right now, but I mean, just on first glance, economic power shifting from west to east, global trade flows, changing global trade flows. This is 100% globalist playbook, and you guys all need to, I mean, I'm not telling you guys what they're doing. This is going to show you guys exactly where we're at and how we got there and where they're going with this. All right, guys. So that link is in here. I'm leaving that in the description for you guys to get familiar with this and use this information. You can't defend yourself against it if you don't know about it. And catch some comments here. All right. Yeah. So a lot of nurses provide healthcare. So this is all a hoax, including mine. Told my son, just go and have fun. I mean, this is how we beat this. And I want to end this off. I only wanted to be on here for a couple of minutes. I woke up poor Derek, and I'm keeping him up. It's just like 1 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be on the road pretty early, but I'm going to play something for you all that I was sent to me today, and I just keep asking myself, why can't we? Why can't we? But first, back to some of the other stuff we're doing before I finish off with that. Tomorrow, this weekend, busy weekend. Tomorrow we're going to be at the rally downtown Toronto. Tomorrow night we've got a show coming on. I do believe it's 7 p.m. our time. We haven't posted a link yet. And I wanted to give a heads up. Waiter, you overshared. Got yourself busted. Oh no. So tomorrow night we've got a guest coming on again. We had this guest on once before, and it created mountains of controversy. Some people didn't believe it. Some people did. The message was fantastic when understood the right way. But Anonymous is coming back on the show tomorrow to talk about a bunch of different things. It's going to be more meat and potatoes. It's going to be questions. We'll be taking questions from the audience. If you don't agree with it, if you don't believe in it, just tune out, guys. Dial out. There's not going to be any room for abuse in the crowd. If you're curious and you question things, please, by all means, join us. We love to have you question the narrative, question the guest, question us. But please do not be abusive. The last time we did this, we got a bunch of abuse from our own community. This is not acceptable behavior. We give people the rights to look at things they may not believe, and we cover gaps in reality and all, I mean, this is about creative thinking and thinking outside of the box and critical thinking. This is what we do. This is what we promote and engage in, but we do not allow, tolerate, or condone abuse or disrespect. So Anonymous is coming back on tomorrow. It'll be early to mid-evening our time. We've been really hesitant on posting links and whatnot because of the backlash that we get. So we wanted to kind of hold off to the last minute and spread it about amongst our community, and those that want to tune in, please join us. He's going to be back. They asked for this opportunity. They asked for it a week ago. We asked them to give us a little bit of time. But they really want to come, and this time they'll be on camera. It won't be just radio. We will be doing it in conjunction with Donnie and What's Up, Fighter's Voice with Don McGuire radio show. So this is going to go out on YouTube, Facebook, and radio. Yes, Anonymous is coming back tomorrow night. They've asked for another chat with us. We kind of suspected that this was part of the process all along. This has been a long process, and I don't expect people to believe anything. I've seen enough evidence, way more evidence than I need to know to believe that this is the real organization. They have been very busy, and for those that choose and want to take part, cool. This will be a special event, special occasion. All right, guys. So that's tomorrow night. And then Sunday afternoon, we have the privilege and the honor of getting on with Barry Prince. I do believe that is 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. I just got the nod from Derek. Yes. So that's a really busy weekend. So catch our live streams tomorrow, downtown Toronto. Tomorrow night, we've got Anonymous back. For those of you, the guys that dug into that data drop from the WHO and Bill Gates, we knew that was coming. It's a different organization. It absolutely is. There is an overlap between many of the people, but it is a different organization than QAnon. People need to understand that this is basically where Julian Assange's roots come from. This is the people that worked with him. They carried on. He has been in lockdown, but they have carried on with their mission. And we don't. The challenge with these guys is they don't hold allegiances to government. Their only allegiances to people and humanity. So they don't give no qualms about who they go after in what they do. I'm not saying they're good guys. I'm not saying they're bad guys. These are just the real deal guys, and this is what they do. And we have an opportunity to speak to them where no other media outlets do. So this is kind of one of those things. So we're gonna have them on. We'll hear what they have to say, and go from there. And hopefully it's a good time. And then Sunday is going to be absolutely a riot with Barry Prince. We put out a link to that as well. We'll talk about that again tomorrow. We'll try and give at least a half hour or an hour's notice before the show goes on tomorrow. So almost at the 15-minute mark here. So I really wanted to keep this short. It's late. I got an early and busy day again tomorrow, and I kind of want to have half a brain in me by the time we get those big brains in the show tomorrow night. So on that note, I'm going to pull up something that really struck me, and I hope you guys enjoy this as well. This is what the power of love can bring us. Canada Day. Repossess Canada Day. Remember that, guys? It's a special day for us, too. We've never had to defend our land, but we were a part of this story. They're standing for the freedoms that we helped give them, and yet we won't seem to stand for our own. So I hope that gave you guys a little bit of inspiration. That's what I got from that, right? So I've put the link to that in the show notes as well, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And they showed us again, and we've seen how common sense and love can win the day. And in the next little while, some of the things we have to be careful of is to keep the peace, keep the love, because right now what's happening is, and the Antifa and the enemy, they are being very quiet. They want us to build up so that we can have enough people so that when they show up and they do engage with us, that we will give them the violence they so strongly want. Because if we give them the violence they want, then we give the dictator the justification he wants to smite us and to stop us and to silence us. So keep it peaceful, keep it full of love, keep it Canadian, and we can make Canada Canada again, and we can have the Canada we know and love, guys. It's there. It's theirs. So July 1st and tomorrow, we'll see you all there. Bye for now.